Okay, so this video is for all y'all in Southern California that are about to go through Hurricane Hilary. Stop what you're doing. You're going to want to watch this video. I am a born and bred Orange County girly, Southern California, Orange County. But I have also lived in Florida for over a decade now. I have been through 6 hurricanes and so many tropical storms, I can't even count them. I'm going to tell you exactly what to buy, what to do in prep, what not to do, and how not to panic. Okay, so let's start with how not to panic. First of all, understand that the media is going to sensationalize this. They want people to panic. People watch the news more when you're panicking. So first thing you're gonna do, turn the news off, check it every once in a while. I would say maybe twice a day. At this point, we're pretty close to when the hurricane's gonna hit. We know where it's headed. Follow the Hurricane Center either on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Go to the website, get your info from them. This right here is the cone of uncertainty, and it's going to tell you where the eye of the storm is going to go. Not everyone that's going to be affected. Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Yuma, those areas are going to be affected by this storm. It's over, I think, 600 miles wide. This is simply telling you where the eye of the storm is going to hit, meaning the eye could come ashore in San Diego. It could come ashore, according to this, in Los Angeles. The likelihood of that is very low. But I want you to understand, just because you're not in this cone does not mean you're not going to have a shit ton of rain or wind. Stop panicking. I know it's easy for us that have lived here in Florida to say, oh, it's nothing, right? Cat 4, Cat 5 hurricane, that is a serious deal. Please understand, it's not going to be that when it comes to SoCal. It's not. And you guys have mountains, cold water, that storm is going to break apart. What you want to be ready for is the off chance that a wind takes out a power line and your power goes out for a day or two, or if you're in a canyon, you're getting so much rain that there's some sort of flash flood, or God forbid what we saw in Hawaii with a wildfire. Those are going to be your main concerns. When the storm hits, just stay inside for a day. Okay, so what to buy? First of all, do not go crazy. We do not need a repeat of COVID, okay? Water. You're going to want to buy some water, 1 pack per 2 people, because again, if the power goes out or you're in an area that does end up flooding, you're going to want fresh water. Water to drink, water to bathe in, water to give your animals. So 1 pack per 2 people or animals. Pet food, enough for a few days because you might not be able to get in the car safely and drive somewhere. Probably not going to happen, but better be prepared. You're going to use it anyways. Toilet paper, don't go crazy. 1 pack, judge how much your family would use for a few days. You're not going to need more than that. Do fill up your gas tank, because even if your area is perfectly fine, if there's an issue getting gas, it's going to affect the entire region. So you're going to want to have it, again, you're going to use it anyways. If you have a barbecue, fill up your barbecue gas tank. On the off chance you lose power, you can pull out all your meats that you have that are going to go bad anyways and cook them up on the grill. That said, beans, black beans, lima beans, any kind of beans, chili beans, get some canned chili, rice, peanut butter and bread, beef jerky, canned tuna or salmon, chips, get some treats, especially if you have kids, it's fun. Energy bars, fruit, get any kind of fruit that does not need to be refrigerated, which is pretty much all of them. But I suggest apples, oranges, and cherries. And batteries. You're going to want batteries for either remote candles or a couple of flashlights. So a couple other things that you probably will not think about. Number 1, fill bathtub with water. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, if you get to a point where something we're not expecting to happens and you don't have access to fresh water, you're going to want that to be able to flush your toilet. Trust me. If you don't need it, just let it out when you're done. It's not a big deal, but you'll regret it if you don't have it. Charge your iPhones, charge any phone you have to complete, keep it in until the storm actually happens. Charge your iPads fully. Any battery packs you have, charge them fully. Download some TV shows or some movies on your iPad. If the power goes out for a couple hours or a day, at least you have some stuff you can watch. Pull out your books. Pull out flashlights and candles. Put aside some dry shampoo, baby wipes, and makeup wipes. If you don't have them, add it to your shopping list. Again, if you are not able to take a shower for some reason, that's going to come in handy. Ooh, toothpaste. Make sure you have some toothpaste. It's just like general things that you don't think about having. And what happens if the hurricane hits and the day after you're like, oh, we ran out of toothpaste and I can't go out to get it because the road's flooded. A hurricane, tropical storm hasn't hit your area in what, over 100 years? We have no idea what's going to happen. What if there's a landslide blocking the road? It's not necessarily that your life is going to be in danger. It's more of an inconvenience that you're not going to be able to get where you're going. If you're down in a canyon, I would say leave, but you know, listen to your local news, see what they're telling you to do. Listen, this storm is probably going to be something you've never seen before, especially if you're a born and bred Southern Californian. It's just going to be a lot of rain, maybe some crazy wind. Pull out your stuff from outside, like your patio furniture. Another option is throw your patio furniture in the pool if you have one. Sounds crazy, but again, it'll stay put better than like tying it to the ground. If you have anything that can become a flying object, you have little pots by your windows, bring that in. You don't want a pot flying through the window on the off chance you get like a really strong gust of wind. This is more for those of you that are closer to Baja, you know, closer down to in San Diego or the border of Mexico. Those of you that are up higher, I don't really think that's going to be a problem for you at all. You most likely are going to be like the rest of us here in Florida, like that's it. That's all it was. Obviously, pray for those that are going to be hit by an eye of a hurricane and hope that the cold water and the mountains just shred that storm, shred Hillary up, and she just becomes nothing as she comes over. That said, do not go outside in the middle of the storm because you want pictures for Instagram. Take a video through your effing window. Don't go outside. If the eye is coming over you, I know a lot of people want to go outside during the eye, and people do it. I have done it here. But you don't necessarily understand hurricanes that well, and you don't know how big the eye is. I wouldn't recommend it, but do that information what you will. Most importantly, do not walk through water. Do not. There's going to be a lot of standing water on the ground. If there is a downed power line, you could be electrocuted and die. Do not do that. People die every single tropical storm, every single hurricane from walking through water and getting electrocuted. Another thing, don't go swimming in the ocean. When we had Hurricane Hermine, all the water in Tampa Bay got sucked out. And when it came back in, people were swimming in it. People go on the beaches, you see it on the TV all the time, and they want to go in the crashing waves. And y'all, we've got a lot of surfers there in Southern California. These are not the waves to go surfing on. Please don't do it. And also just remember the roads are going to be super slippery. So just don't go outside for the time frame that they're saying the hurricane is or the storm is going to be coming over you. It's just better that way. Just like bake some cookies, put on a fun TV show, have a game night, you know, curl up with a good book you've been meaning to read. It really won't be that bad. You'll be fine. For those of you down in Baja, praying for you. I'm hoping that it is like way less than what they're expecting, and you're going to get through it. You'll be fine. But do the things I mentioned.